Good day, crypto.com CRO holders. So let's talk about what's going on for CRO. We're down about $6 billion since the Trump announcement. So what's going on? Let's take a look at what's happening in the news today. So let's jump into it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on X as well if you're watching over there. So what's going on with CRO? I'm not sure if you guys are aware. I mean, you guys know that I like CRO because I talk about it on the channel, and it's actually a significant portion of my portfolio. I own quite a bit of CRO, and it is something I've been holding on to for the last few years. Staking, have my Visa card, what have you. It's my CRO is still, it's not locked in. It's still just staking, and I can kind of take it out whenever I want. But I'm just kind of leaving it there because I believe in the long-term vision of CRO. I think that Chris is doing, the CEO of Crypto.com is doing everything he can to make CRO front and center, and including having some of these huge partnerships with President Trump. So I'm hanging on to it to see what happens because I think that he has the right ideas in place, even though some are a bit controversial in how he got there. However, just with the whole burn and then the returning tokens and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at what's going on right now. Why are we down about $6 billion? That is a significant amount since the Trump announcement, but we're seeing a ton of significant selling pressure since the launch of the Trump Media Group CRO strategy last month. August 26 was when they announced it. Trump Media and Technology Group is the operator of Truth Social and is majority owned by Donald Trump Revocable Trust. Announced the 6.4 billion CRO treasury. Now, immediately we saw CRO jump about 40%. It just went absolutely crazy in a very, very huge vertical rally. Now, CRO tumbled since then, under 19 cents on yesterday, and as well as I believe today. Yeah, we're sitting about 19.3 right now. So it's approaching pre-announcement levels. We basically lost all the gains that we had secured there back when we had the announcement. Now, what's really going on? Well, the market cap shed about $6 billion, or nearly 50% of the market cap, and it's really unfortunate because the announcement came, and then right afterwards we had a significant move down in the market, and that's not necessarily a CRO issue itself in and of itself. We saw the demand for the token after the announcement. Now, whether it was people trying to get in on a little bit of a pump, a little bit of FOMO, etc., we still saw demand there. So, are we going to, once the market starts pumping again, kind of get back some of those gains that we had just lost? Now, some are saying there's zero demand for this token. I disagree. I mean, you guys saw the numbers back when we had this announcement. Let's actually take a look at it here on TradingView. So this was back around the 26th. We had that pump, absolutely insane, up about 137-ish%. I mean, give or take a little bit there, guys. And then since we've dwindled a ton. We've dwindled down to where we're at right now is about 51%. So, we're still above where the pre-announcement was. However, we're just barely kind of hanging in there. So the broader sell-off, like I said, CRO price came in line with a broader sell-off on the crypto markets. It's no surprise. I mean, we can we can go on sites like CoinMarketCap and take a look at all the altcoins basically bleeding out. September sometimes is usually like this. September is not necessarily a good month for crypto as a whole. It's just relatively not that great. So we're kind of expecting September to be kind of blah, and hoping that we were going to move, into some kind of a bit of a better scenario in October, so to say. So September, wake me up when September ends, and October is usually affectionately referred to as Uptober. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Taking a look at the the crypto fear and greed index, it tumbled below 30 on Friday, lowest level since April of 2025. So this is something that I also noticed, and this is something that I didn't know about until right now. I did a little bit of research before I started this video, actually a fair bit of research before I started this video. I haven't been able to find anything that refutes this. So take this as a grain of salt, guys. I'm not 100% sure if this is accurate. However, everything that I'm reading is also saying the same. I have not seen anything yet from the SEC stating that this is incorrect. But the US SEC has yet to approve the Trump Media Crow strategy. Amid the growing trend of crypto treasury announcements, the US regulators have reportedly taken a closer look at public companies announcing initiatives in crypto treasuries. The Wall Street Journal did report on Thursday, I did see that the SEC and the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority have contacted more than 200 companies that announced crypto treasuries this year as a part of a probe into a potential breaches of rules against selective sharing of material non-public information. So basically, be kind of looked at like an insider trading, so to speak, is what it sounds like to me, because they said sharing of material non-public information. That's kind of what it sounds like in terms of like insider trading type deal. This is just a probe, right? They're not accusing anybody of anything, and they're just looking into it. But as what this is saying is that the SEC hasn't approved this public company to buy a crypto treasury. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But that is something to keep in the back of your mind when you're thinking about, doing anything with Crow at this point in time. Making any kind of long-term trades, because if this is true, and say this announcement, they have to retrace and go back and say, you know what, guys, we're not allowed to do this, what have you, then this could be a big significant impact, negative impact on Crow. However, there's nothing here that says, and nothing that I was able to find specifically targeting Trump media and saying that the SEC said that they're not allowed to go ahead with it. I wasn't able to find anything in that regard. So just make sure you guys are aware and, taking a look at all of the avenues and keeping your guys' investment safe is what we really need to do. So taking a look at Crow here, obviously we've got this, lower lows and lower highs. It's just not looking the greatest at this point in time, but this could potentially turn into a pretty significant move up once the crypto market does decide to return and with some volume and such. And if you're interested, this is my indicator producing these buy and sell signals here. So if you purchased back here when it produced that buy signal and then towards that sell signal, you get about 125% move up, as well as, if you were to sell when it says sell and go down here to you'd be in another 21%. So very, very useful tool, runs on the TradingView platform. That's what I have it on here right now. It's not just crypto too. We have stocks, futures, Forex, options, number of different things that you're able to trade using my indicator. And it comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. So for any reason that you're not satisfied within the first 30 days, you can certainly have your money back. Use my coupon code when you go to checkout. It's intro 10, and you enter that during the checkout. You'll have some pretty significant savings there. But this works, guys. I use it every single day. I have notifications coming to my phone when buy and sell signals occur, and it helps me, be able to go about my day and do things that I normally have to do, work, hang out with family, do a number of things, so I'm not sitting here staring at the charts the whole time. Basically, what I do is I set up alerts. So I'll set up an alert and I'll say, hey, tell me when the next buy and sell signal appears. And it will just message my phone, be like, hey, this might be the right time to buy. I'll go take a look at it. Yep. Yep. There's my buy. There's my purchase. And then boom, here's your sell signal. And then I'll go and sell or take profits or what have you, whatever my trade is, whatever we're doing with my trade. And it also has an option here too as well. If you take a look at this, so this is on trend mode. So this is buy and sell signals right there. But you can also put on you can put on both modes, reversal. So what it does is it tells you when the market might change and reverse, and it's actually a pretty decent indicator of significant movements, right? So you can take a look at when earlier signals of when it could potentially move in the opposite way. But I usually trade mainly based on the trend mode, which gives me those significant buy and sell signals right there. Just the reversal signals are just a little bit earlier, kind of give you a little bit of a quicker indication of, hey, this might be changing here soon. You might want to keep an eye on it, kind of thing. So that's what I got for you guys in this video. I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully we will see Crow make Crow great again. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.